Mark, how big a test is it to bounce back after Saturday? Because I imagine you and everyone else will want to put things right.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, of course. We didn't perform well. It's a big test because it's our next game. They're a good side. We know that. But we've lost one game in 6, and we've just got to get back to doing what we're good at. And we didn't do that on Saturday. We got sucked into trying to out Dagenham, and we didn't play well at all.
So how do you then go about it? I mean, is it one of
we
those?
Get back on the training ground and we work on what we try and do, and that is exactly what we're going to do. We'll be in, we'll work on the team, and try and get it right. You know, I said the other day I didn't get my team selection right because we lost and we didn't perform well, and I'll stand by that. I've got to make sure I get my team selection right, and the boys, they've got to put that into plan and work hard. Not that we didn't work hard the other day, but we just didn't do anything that what we're about.
So how difficult a team selection is it for you then?
Sorted. I know my team. We'll work on it today, and like I said, we'll be ready for tomorrow.
Is it one of those where people just have to put it behind them, or do you have to sort of remember some things from it? And
we have to forget. We have to forget Saturday because there was absolutely nothing good in the game at all. You know, Scott Brown made a penalty save and probably had our best effort at goal, so that tells you something. Apart from that, we were pretty abject, and we need to put that right. And whoever's picked, we'll have to be ready for it.
And looking at Southend and where they are in the table, it's an important match.
Yeah, they're just below us, aren't they? I think so. They're all important games, whether you play top of the league, bottom of the league, 15 games to go, 3 games to go, whatever. It's important to get our next 3 points as quick as we can, but it's also important to put in a good performance, and I'll take a good performance tomorrow to start with, and obviously we'll be going out to win the game as well.
Are they a typical Paul Sturrock side, if there is such a thing?
They're getting results. They've got some big, strong players. They get across in your box. They've got the lad up front who's just come back and scores goals for them. They're a good side. They've got lots of good players. They had a few injuries Saturday by the looks of it. We've got to worry about ourselves. After Saturday, we've got to make sure that we do our jobs properly, better than we did the other day, and that'll be the aim of the team that goes out there.
If you try to out Dagenham, presumably you won't try and out Southend.
We didn't try and out Dagenham. You know, we didn't try and do what we just got sucked into it. You know, we talked about passing the ball. We talked about getting it into areas where we can hurt them, but we literally we just went from back to front far too early, and it just played into their hands, to be honest. And it didn't allow us to build up a head of steam. It didn't allow us to get any decent section of the game where we really controlled it, and it was horrible to watch for us on the sidelines, and it must have been pretty poor to play. I don't think any of the players enjoyed it, but you've got to do it. When you come up against teams who do what they do, and they do it well, you've got to stand up to it, but you've also got to impose yourself, and we didn't do that. We didn't impose ourselves in the slightest.
I suppose what you have got is you have got the options within your squad to be able to bring people in so that there is a bit more going through midfield.
Yeah.
Okay, and just looking at the rest of the season, if you like, presumably, I mean, there's going to be ups and downs. It's this even keel thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 15 games to go. Like I said, you know, it's the most important game because it's our next one. That's always the mantra here. And whoever's picked will get the chance to put that right. And we've got a good squad. Like I said, we didn't do ourselves any favours Saturday, but we won't be. You know, you can drop a couple of places, you can drop a few places if you don't win a couple of games on the spin. So we're not down about anything. We just got to put Saturday's wrongs right.
Injuries? How's the squad?
Darren Carter will be a doubt, I would have thought, after the tackle Saturday. I think that just summed up the referee's day, to be fair. It was a poor tackle, and we didn't even get a free kick for it.
Thank you, good luck.
Like you said, everyone comes into the equation after Saturday. Can you remember a time when you've had this many options to change it around?
Not so good ones, so you know, it's not about options, it's about the boys getting out of the 11, you're getting the 11 right, and the boys who go out there and making sure that they're as good as they can be.
Is it about finding a balance between creativity and
Yeah.
solidity.
Well, we've had a bit of solidity the last few games. I thought we've been against Torquay. I thought we were defensively sound. I thought we were very unlucky against Bristol Rovers to concede in the 93rd minute, 95th minute. There was nobody who, like I said, nobody who came out of the game with any credit Saturday. The keeper did well, if you like, but he knows that he's part of the team. He's part of the defensive unit that goes out to keep a clean sheet. And we, it wasn't good at the back, but it wasn't good up front either, and it wasn't good out wide, and it wasn't good in the middle of the park. We just went through the game, went through the motions, and didn't really. So we didn't impose ourselves anywhere near enough.
Have you or Neil had a word with Michael Hector, because he obviously played well, but like I said,
I've had a brief chat with Michael. It's not a problem. He's a young boy. I think the goal that we conceded on Saturday affected him for 10 minutes. And then he got his composure back, and he was as good as he has been. So listen, he's going to make mistakes. We all make mistakes. It's how we respond and how we deal with them that sets you apart. And I have no doubts that Michael will be fine.
Do you want to keep him here for the rest of the season?
Yeah, that's the plan. Yeah.
Like you said, 1 defeat in 6 is not a disastrous run,
No.
but
we need some wins as well. We're not kidding ourselves. We need some wins. But we've got 15 games left. We've got 45 points to play for, and we're still in there fighting.
You're just trying to work out how to.
Yeah,
you haven't had the
of course
purple patch yet, have you, that you had last season?
No, exactly. And we want that, and we think we can go on that run. We can do all the thinking we like, all the talking we like. It's about the players going out there and doing it. Getting back on the training ground, working hard, making sure that we're ready for every game, whether it's against top or bottom, like I always say, and making sure that we put our plans or the way we play into action.
Do you think some of the players you played there last year and at home earlier this season might have a bit of a point to prove against Southend?
Yeah, we've not had a brilliant record against them of late, but we don't fear them. We respect that they're up there, no doubt. They said they had 1 or 2 injuries Saturday by the looks of things. They've got the Johnson's Paint Trophy next week, I presume. So that we know they're a good side. They beat Leyton Orient. They've had a good run in that, and they'll be trying to beat us. We know what they're about, but they also know what we're about. So there'll be 2 good teams trying to have a go.
Do you think the overnight stay would, I know not a great performance on Saturday, but the overnight stay with all the new players might have helped everyone just get to know each other a bit
better?
I
think so. Yeah, hopefully. But you can't necessarily say that after the performance we put in. I think it was important we did it, especially with this game, like Saturday, Tuesday being, right on the other side of the country. I think it was important that we got the rest into the players and did things right. Unfortunately, the result didn't go our way.
You doing much today? Is it going to be very relaxed day today?
It'll be. Yeah, we'll do what we need to do. The boys had yesterday off. That we'll get out on the training ground for an hour and 15 minutes today and prepare properly, like we always do. Nothing's going to change, but there's a few things to work on, a few legs to open up, and just to see how we are. Yeah,
the situation ongoing with Marlon and Luke Rooney, how important is it for you that gets sorted out quickly? Because I'm not really interested in it at the minute. Marlon's our player. Marlon will be in my squad tomorrow, and we'll take it from there. Okay, cheers.